Welcome back, Freaksters. Welcome to the Freaky Fab Podcast. I'm your host, Reese Nicole. How are you guys doing today? First of all, let me just get the elephant out the room, okay? My walls are barren. My walls are bare. My walls are naked. And I'm so hey, it does look like I live in an insane asylum. I promise we're going to get some things going in the background. And I was thinking before I pressed record that in my video, would put, like freaking Subway Surfers or like Clay, like Reddit voiceovers or something in the background of my video just to keep you guys entertained. Because I am blissfully aware that it's a very boring background. But hi, welcome everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back to the pod. What's up, y'all? I realized that I am further away from the camera this time around. If you can't tell, there's like a wider space going on here. I'm further back from you guys, but never apart. Hey, further back, but never apart. What's going on, y'all? I'm coming to y'all live very underfed. I have not eaten all day today. But you know what I am? I'm severely caffeinated. I've had one coffee, one homemade cold brew, and I'm sipping on this C4 strawberry blast. It's pretty good. I am aware that I'm like sitting very awkwardly right now. I'm so sorry. But this is good. A little sip ASMR for you guys. Hold on. Did y'all hear that? Hopefully you did. What are y'all sipping on? I would love to know. Y'all sipping on wine? Are we sipping on juice? Are we sipping on water? What are we sipping on? This is just gonna have to sit right here, right in between my cooch, where it is just so dang on hot. I don't know what's hotter. I don't know if it's hotter outside or hotter in between my legs. But speaking of in between my legs, this is actually a very perfect segue into today's topic, and that is relationships. Now, before you click off this video, I am not a relationship guru, okay? I did not press record to give you guys relationship advice. I am actually the number one person you don't want to take relationship advice from. I mean, pick me out in the street and someone was like, who would you rather take relationship advice from? I wouldn't be picked. I have never been in a relationship. And if you're curious, yes, I am 22 years of age. I will be 23 this year in November. Hey, shout out Scorpios. But no, I've never been in a serious relationship. And I'm not going to spend this whole episode talking about my woes, right? I'm actually coming on here to talk about relationships and why I think in today's day and age they're just weird. Relationships are just weird now. So let's just get into it. I really don't know where to start, so I'll just start with me. Hey, first, I volunteer as tribute. So I've never been on a date. I've never been asked out. I've never been in an entanglement. I've never done any of that stuff. But what I can say is during 8th grade, this one guy did try to holler at me, and I guess we were talking, but again, it's 8th grade, so we weren't really dating because we didn't go on dates. Our dates would consist of like me and him and like our whole friend group. My parents would never in a million years allow me at that time to just go on a date with a guy. It was never that. It was like, you have to have other people around. I'm so sorry, girl. Blame it on the goose. Got you feeling loose. I just want to give a quick disclaimer. There will be burps. Hey, I'm sorry. There will be burps. Just like close your ears. I don't know. I'm so sorry. This is just what you get when you click on the Freaky Fab podcast, okay, you're going to get some freaky stuff, but you're going to get a fabulous result at the end. So yeah, and aside from him, I was never pursued, really. And if I was, I would always shut that shit down, right? In middle school, high school, and especially because a good chunk of my high school was spent online and spent in the house. I just wasn't dating in high school. During COVID, for me, COVID was the beginning of, no, COVID was like April of like 2020, right? So it was like the tail end of my sophomore year. And then I got back to school. Guys, can you imagine? Just imagine this, right? End of sophomore year, you're like, yes, we're off of school. It's perfect. Then you go into junior year, right? And if you haven't hit junior year of high school yet, I just want to say, brace yourself. Junior year is the hardest year of arguably any grade level. Like, junior year of college is hard. I've never experienced junior year of college because I'm a dropout. Shout out to all my dropouts out there. But yeah, junior year of high school was brutal. It was brutal. And imagine junior year of high school online. It may sound fun because it's like, oh, like you get to just cheat or whatever. No, it was like 10 times harder. It was 10 times harder because you didn't really have a community of people you could like rely on. You know what I'm saying? It was just you and that Chromebook and TikTok. Okay? Like, junior year was a mess for me. Like I said, that's just for me personally. If your junior year was great, I just want to ask, how does it feel being God's favorite? No. Yeah, so because of COVID during high school, I really didn't date. I got back to school during my senior year, and I'm not going to lie, there was one guy I thought was fine. I'm not going to disclose who. I'm not going to disclose who. I don't know who watches these videos, and he could possibly be watching this video, so I'm not going to say who, but just know that there was someone I was interested in 8th grade, and but I later learned that he had a girlfriend, right? So, and that's another thing too, when it comes to dating these days, it's like everyone has someone to fall back on. That's what I'm learning. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? Like, no one is just single. Everyone's single, but they're like talking to everyone. And I kind of feel like that makes dating a little harder, a little challenging for the rest of us, right? Like you would approach somebody and be like, oh, like, I really like you. Are you single? And like on paper, they're single, but like their DMs and their messages are like flooded of people that they're talking to. So I'm like, and that's what's wrong. And that's what's wrong. I blame Queen Naja because like I have to put the blame on someone. This is just preposterous. Like, what happened to just being single? Right? What happened to just being single? And like, and I get exploring your options, but it's like, you guys are really talking to these people. Like, it makes the rest of us like have no wiggle room. It's like we have to get like a number 186 in the queue of your people to talk to. Like, it's crazy. It's actually crazy. But just getting off of that, I want to talk about Love Island, guys. I want to talk about Love Island and how I feel my issue with dating in this generation is that men these days, and look, men are going to be butthurt about this, but if the shoe fits, hey, if the shoe fits, wear it. If you're going to get in my comments talking about not all men, of course it's not all men. Of course it's not. Like, that's statistically incorrect for me to be like, it's all men, because it's not. But if you're butthurt about the comment I'm about to say, I know you're one of them. And I'm going to sit, hold on. I hope you guys heard that. I feel like there's a lot of men these days Notice I said a lot. I didn't say all. But a lot of men these days want to be treated like princesses. I'm sorry. They want the princess treatment. They want to be chosen. Okay? They want to be the one parading around in dresses. And hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But if that's who you are, listen, I am so happy that men are starting to realize that toxic masculinity is not the way to go, right? I feel like there should be a healthy medium, right? There should be a healthy medium. You shouldn't have a person that's too hot and you shouldn't have a person that's too cold, right? So what do I mean by that? This is what I mean. I don't want a guy who is like, oh, I'm going to go out and I'm going to cut some wood and then I'm going to come back inside and I'm going to skin a fish and then I'm going to cook the fish and then I'm going to smoke 12 cigars. And it's like, okay, I don't want anyone like, I'm going to lift 1,000 pounds in the gym because I'm a man. No, but I also don't want anyone that's like, can you fluff my pillows for me? Or, it would be nice to be asked to take out on a dinner date. Or, where all my scamming at? And I'm looking at y'all. I see a lot of men online singing that Young Miami song, Recession Indicator. Where all my scamming at? Why are the men on these reels, on these TikToks singing, where all these scamming? It's just, there should be a healthy medium. You should be very in touch with your, I guess, your feminine side. You just need to find someone who has a healthy medium. And I feel there are men out there, of course, but I haven't seen them. Like, I've seen them online, but I haven't personally seen them in my day to day. Is that crazy? Is that a hot take? But also, at the same time, it is fair for me to say that I live in a very small town and, you know, I really don't get out much. So I guess you have an argument there. And so I guess if I did go out and explore more cities on a day-to-day basis, I would come across those men, but I just haven't. And I feel like a lot of men on Love Island are like that. Sorry, guys. I've become such a professional. I've become such a professional when it comes to picking out my eyelashes. Like, I will literally, like, do eye surgery on my eyeball just to pick out an eyelash. And it doesn't bother me. Like, I will hold my eye open. Sorry if this triggers anyone. What is that disease called? Or not disease. Oh, my God. What is that phobia called? Where you're, like, scared of, like, eye picking? I'm so sorry. This next section may trigger any of my eye pickers out there, but I actually love picking out my eyelashes. Like, sometimes I'll be looking at myself and I'm like, oh, that eyelash looks a little out of place. Pick. I'll just pluck it right out. I really don't care. It's actually satisfying to me to, like, pick dirt out of. It's actually satisfying to me to pick dirt and, like, eyelashes out of my eyes. Anyways, let's get back to the topic at hand. Yeah, I just feel, and you know, and then men want to be like, well, why are women in their masculine? Why are there so many women in their masculine? Guys, this is truly hell. We live in hell. This is hell on earth because this can't be real. Like, the discussions I see right, that I see people have online, I'm like, what are we talking about? Like, actually, what are we talking about? And I just said a couple moments ago that I really don't get outside. But, like, truly, like, the people I see in comment sections, I'm like, do you guys even know what the outside looks like? Like, I truly believe the people that are commenting, like, why are women in their masculine and da 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 da? I'm like, I truly believe they live in a padded room, all darkness, no clock. They don't know what year they're living in. And it's like, it's truly like a Black Mirror episode. I've never watched Black Mirror. I kind of want to, but I would imagine it's like that. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. And yeah. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like I said, I haven't eaten today, so like my body is solely running on caffeine and like energy drink right now, so it's just like burps. Burp City. It's Burp City. I'm so sorry. But that's how I'm showing up that's how I'm showing up today. That is how I'm showing up today. Yeah. I guess there's so much more I want to say, because even when you do find that unicorn, right? When you find that perfect man, I guess for me it's kind of scary because I look at it as like your early 20s, you're a baby, right? And not even just in your early 20s, but like your mid and late 20s, right? Like you're a baby. I feel like you're truly an adult when you hit your 30s, because when you think about it, and walk with me, when you think about it, your preteen and teen years, you're just coming off of like adolescence, right? And then you hit your 20s. And everyone expects you to have a 401k. They expect you to have thousands of dollars in your HY. I just learned it today. It's your HYAS. Hold on. What's the thing called? Basically, they just expect you to have your life figured out. It's, yes, a HYSA. That's what it's called. HYSA. And if you don't know what that is, it stands for a high yield savings account. A high yield savings account. So they expect you to have so much money in your 401k, so much money in your high yield savings account. They expect you to tour every single city, country on planet Earth and Mars and Jupiter or beyond. They want you to like jump, like they want you to do insane stuff in your 20s. And that's the life I want. But hear me out when I say this. This is all gonna connect, okay? When I'm talking and mid-sentence you're like, what the hell is she talking about? Let me cook. The pan is still on the stove. The food's not done yet. Let me cook. I still want to do all that stuff, but I guess where my fear lies, and I'm being real vulnerable with you guys right now. I'm being real vulnerable, because if you would have asked me this a couple months ago, I'd be like, no, I'm not scared. I'm not scared to be in a relationship. I'm 100% ready for a relationship. But my thing is, when I do find that medium in a guy, right? That perfect, like, not too hot of a porridge, not too cold porridge, just right. My fear is that he will eventually want children, right? Because everyone does. That's like the American dream. Piss off. But it's like the American dream to like be with someone and then have kids with someone and then build a future with them. And it's like, sure, but I'm in my 20s. So like, let's say I find my perfect guy right now today. By 25, 26, 27, people are going to be looking at me like, so when's the wedding? So when are you having kids? And it's like, when will I prepare this knuckle sandwich for you? When will I prepare this knuckle sandwich for you? Like, get out of my face. I am in my mid 20s and you want my life to be surrounded by mommy. That's what keeps me up at night. Oh my God. That is just so scary to me. That is so scary to me. And it's not that casually wiping my titty sweat. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that it's like 94 degrees. and I have a light on me right now. It's not the fact of having kids that's scary for me. It's the fact that people want you to do it so young. Like even 30, right? Like I mentioned, like your early 20s, like your life is messy. Your life is supposed you're in your 20s, people when you mess up, right? Or you make mistakes, people don't look at you like you're crazy, right? Cuz you're in your early 20s. So you're supposed to mess up, right? But there's no room for messing up now when you have kids in your 20s, I feel. And even in your 30s, you truly hit adulthood because you've learned so much throughout your 20s, hopefully. And so even 30 is like really young, right? Like in my 30s, I feel like I just spoke about this last episode, so I'm not going to harp on it too much. But you're still like young. So to even like have kids in your 30s is like crazy to me. Having kids in your 40s. You know what I want? I want a life like Tracy Ellis Ross, right? I just saw the other day that she announced that she's pregnant, and I'm so happy for her. She's in her 50s. She has lived a good life. She has traveled. She's so colorful in her outward expression. Like I really take notes from her, like her fashion, like she has so much wisdom that she is now able to pass on, so much wisdom from her 20s, 30s, 40s, and now her 50s that she's able to pass on to her kid. And it's like when you have kids, you know, in your very early ages of life, you're essentially growing up with your kid. And I'm not here to, and I guess I am here to like de-glamorize having children really young because no one tells you. And let me be the first to tell you, okay? As an auntie, seeing my brother and my sister-in-law like just taking care of 4 kids in this economy in their mid 30s, it's like, whoa, like, that's crazy. That's like, it's just like, I just don't envision that life for myself. So definitely whenever I meet someone, I'm setting boundaries. I'm setting heavy establishment rules, okay? I don't want to marry you in my 20s. And maybe we can get engaged, sure, but I'm not marrying you. I'm not having your kids. I aspire to be like the women in like, you know, those do you guys see those videos of like it'll be like a interviewer walking down New York, and he'll like film, you know, 50, 60, 70, 80-year-old women in these colorful outfits, and you know, they're like drinking a glass of wine on a random Wednesday on a terrace somewhere in New York with these long colorful nails, and you know, they're so expressive in the way they live, in their embodiment. And I feel like having kids, or even being in a relationship, no, I'll keep it to having kids. But no, actually, can we talk about it? Is this a safe space? This is gonna be my last little tangent, and then I'm actually gonna go out and get some food because I'm so hungry. A burrito from Chipotle is sounding so yummy. A burrito, chips, and queso. I was watching a YouTuber this morning, actually. Tara's World. I am obsessed with Tara. Tara, if you see this girl, hi, I love you. I love your videos. Like, you have been like such an inspiration to my content these days. Just how like laid back and chill your videos are. Ugh, I love you. Anyways, she and her fiance, she was talking about her fiance actually, and how she feels like she glows up a little bit more when she's not around her fiance. And that just brings me to my topic of boyfriend air. Like, have you guys heard that term of like boyfriend air, where it's like when you're around your boyfriend, it's kind of like school air, right? Boyfriend air is kind of like school air, where like you're feeling yourself and you're by yourself in your room and you're looking at your outfit for school and you're like, fire. You're looking at your hair for school. You're like, fire. I'm gonna walk in that school and I'm gonna be so fine. Everyone gonna be on me. Like, I just look so good. Like, we taking Snapchat pictures. Click, click, click. And then as soon as you walk into the school, you've lost all your aura, your negative aura. You have a zit that you didn't know was there. Your shoes are like, so like everything about your outfit is ugly. Your makeup is sweating off. Like, you just look a mess and you're like, well, I wasn't looking like that in the mirror at home. So what happened? And I kind of equivalent that to boyfriend air. Again, never really had a boyfriend, but I would assume it's like that. And she was like, yeah, like when I'm not around my fiance, I just have this glow up. And then when he's around, it's like this boyfriend air. And I don't know if that's a thing. You guys will have to let me know if you have experienced boyfriend air. But I feel like if I ever get someone, I 1000% need to, one, be hotter than them. Hello, no question. But also, two, men, they tend to, and this is gonna sound, someone's gonna clip this and they'll be like, look at this pink hair lesbian talking. But no, it's just like we live in a world, right? It's like we live in a world where men just tend to suck the energy. They're like succubus. Succubis? Can succubus be plural? I don't know. They're like, they just suck the energy out of you. And I'm just afraid that, like, I'm in my 20s, I'm in my mid 20s, I'm in my early 30s, I'm partying on a yacht, I'm having fun. And then it's just like, I don't know, you men, I don't know do you guys understand where I'm getting with this? I feel like I'm going in circles. Moral of the story is, having kids is not bad. Starting a family isn't bad. Having a boyfriend is not bad. Experiencing life, because at the end of the day, that's experiencing life, right? All those things are not bad. It's the, I feel like it's just like society's pressure to, and now with like the rise of fascism, everyone wants to be in the house. All the women want to be in the house in their milkmaid dresses, making sourdough bread. And the men want to be out crypto scamming. It's like making all the money. And I don't know. It's just this world. Whoa. My brain just shut off. I can't talk. What's happening to my mouth? It's just this weird energy shift in the collective where I feel like, and maybe because I didn't experience this in high school, so like everyone's done with their dating phase and like everyone's like settling down. But I feel like even if I did have a crazy dating phase in high school, I still wouldn't want to settle down in my 20s, in my 30s. So maybe I'm a little bit late to the game when it comes to that. And so like everyone's just like further ahead. Jesus, I'm about to smack my leg and through the bed. I want y'all to count how many times I like wipe my titty sweat during this video. Yeah, so I may be a little late to the game, but I feel like, moral of the story, experience life. And no matter what I say on here, if you want to go out and be in 5 different relationships and have however many kids and do whatever you want in your own kitchen, girl, you do it. Like I said in the beginning, I am not someone you want to take relationship advice from. So take everything I say in this video with a grain of salt. Even less than a grain of salt. Take it with an atom. Take it with an atom in the air. Just take it with that. Okay? I am not someone you want to take relationship advice from. Clearly. But I do feel that it's our own life. do what you want, and whatever you do, be happy. If you're going to bring kids into this world, make sure that you yourself want to truly have children and not because someone told you that you should at whatever point in your life. The same for relationships, right? Like my mom, I'll be like, I remember one time I tricked my mom. I'm so evil for this. I remember one time I tricked my mom. I was telling her, yeah, I'm going to the movies. And she was like, oh, okay, have fun. I was like, and I followed up with, I'm going to the movies with someone. And the look in her eyes was just like pure bliss. She was like, oh, really? With who? I was like, no, I told her I was going to the mall. I was like, yeah, I'm out to the mall. I'm going to go shopping. And she was like, oh, okay, have fun. And I was like, yeah, and I'm going with someone. And she was like, oh, the pure, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to this woman. I shouldn't have done that. But the pure look in her eyes, she was like, oh, she's finally going out with someone. She was like, with who? I was like, with my sister, with Alicia. She's coming with me. So I feel like she won't say it, but she secretly wants me to be in a relationship. And maybe it's a generational thing too, because when she was my age at 22, she already had, either had or was pregnant with my older brother. So, from a very young age, she was already married and, had a child. So for me to be that same age is definitely, I feel, and, she can attest to this, but I feel like she's like, girl, where's your man at? You're 22. And I'm like, Mom, where the bands at? I mean, where are the That was supposed to be a money spread. Where the bands at? I'm really not worried about a man. I'm really not. I'm really not. I'm worried about mankind, but I'm really not worried about a man. So shout out to all men and women of the world. Love y'all. And yeah, that's basically the end of the episode. I'm gonna get dressed, and y'all, that Chipotle burrito is calling my name. And did y'all like that run? I hope you did. We can't leave. We cannot leave. If you made it this far, please don't leave yet, because we still need to do song of the day. I don't even really know what my song of the day is. Actually, I lied. I've noticed too that these past 2 videos I've done, they've all been black women. So tune in, tap in. My song of the day, I was legit listening to this song non-stop yesterday. But if you guys aren't familiar, there's this, well, she's new to us, but she's actually been working with her siblings for about nearly 10 years now, working on like albums and, parading around the city and trying to do gigs. And she's really talented, her and her siblings. But today's song comes from Momo Boyd. It's called Oops, off her Miss Michigan album. And it's fire. I will let you guys listen to just a little bit of it. That's the song. Even that little clip might get me copyrighted, but there's a song. Hope you guys check it out. Check her solo projects out. She just performed on BET with Baby Keem. Go check that performance out. She has a new song out with her band, with her brothers and sisters, called Hurricane. So go check that album out. Just everything about them I love and I'm obsessed with, and I just can't wait to see where they go in the future. It's really exciting to be on the precipice of something great. You know what I'm saying? To see an artist, a breakout artist at that, like just right before their breakout, but even at their breakout, and see like, oh my gosh, like you're watching a star. be born. It's so fresh and so new, and I'm so glad to be a part of something, you know? So y'all jump on the wagon too, if you don't know about them. So when they do blow up, you'll be like, oh, that freaky girl with pink hair. I remember she was talking about them. That was me. Yes, you're right. How long have you been recording for? 30. If you guys made it this far, come here. Just bring it in. Just bring it in. I want to give you a hug. Bring it in. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending your time with me, because you really didn't have to. Thank you for listening to me yap, even if you had me on in the background. Any view counts. I'm gonna end it here before we reach 40 minutes, because that just seems like a long time. And of course, please, I don't even watch when videos are this long. I don't watch them in their entirety most of the times. Usually, I watch like a little bit before I go to the gym. I watch a little bit when I'm eating. I'll take a break and watch some, as I'm cleaning. I'll have it on in the background, whatever. As long as you made it to the end and you really cared about what I had to say. Oh my God. I wish nothing for the best for you guys. I hope your pillows are fluffed and ice cold tonight. And I hope you guys have an enjoyable rest of your evening, morning, night, your rest of your week. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.